Okay, welcome to my new video. Let's start with going around the shop.
Hey, welcome to Goofin Records. I'm Pete Hakkonen.
Yeah, okay. Let's start with this. How would you describe the parameters of music you have in your shop?
It's from 20s jazz and country up to contemporary country, rock and roll, surf. I mean, it's all kind of roots formats we stock and carry in the store.
Okay. How well does the shop represent your own personal music taste?
Pretty well, because the genres of music I don't understand, I don't carry in the shop, or I have them in the cheap boxes, because Helsinki has so many great record shops that there is places to everyone to find the favorite music. So I stick with the root stuff.
Yeah, okay. When did you personally discover this roots music?
It must have been in the late 70s and early 80s when this kind of music, old 50s rock and roll and rockabilly, was pretty popular in this country. So I started to listen to that kind of music back then, and then I went deeper and deeper to each direction, till to the surf music and to the country music and to the rhythm and blues and so on. And I'm still digging.
Yeah, I started pretty much at the same time, but I stayed pretty much on the surface, just the big names. I really didn't delve into any more deeper. My brother went into deeper into that, but I stayed pretty much on the surface.
That's great about music, that you can. There is no end. You always discover something new.
Yeah, yeah. How long have you been keeping a record store?
In this location last 18 years, and before that around the corner at Torkkelinkatu we stayed 5 years, and before that we were in a local motorcycle club. Those were a bunch of rockabillys, my old friends. I stayed with their clubhouse about maybe 2 years or something. So that's about maybe 25 years.
Okay, that's a long time. I didn't remember that you had that up there.
Yeah, that was the first official store we had.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. Yeah.
Actually, I started already 35 years ago when I started my record label back in 1984. So I've been dealing with records 35 plus years this year.
Did you used to work at another store before you started?
I used to work for Fennica Records, and I was very delighted and happy when they moved to the same street. So now I can see my old boss cross the road, and we are hewing to each other every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fennica was a big deal in the beginning, and it was the greatest rock and roll store, and it's still a great shop.
Yeah. Okay. Has the vinyl resurgence of the last few years shown in your shop?
Well, I never gave up with vinyl. I've been carrying vinyl since I opened my store. That was the number one thing, because I was a vinyl collector and still a little bit are. It might affect it that way that we get some young guys, young people, young boys and girls coming up and trying to find their favorite record. So yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. Am I a typical customer in a sense that mostly I buy like the well-known names like Eddie Cochran and Elvis and Buddy Holly's and so on, though just a little bit outside of it also, because I have like Amos Milburn, and can you show me what I bought today here? So there's well-known classics and a more new artist.
Yeah, local band, great rock and roll group.
Yeah. So am I a typical customer in a sense that buys this kind of stuff?
I don't know what is typical customer. Maybe people are looking for the big names and classics. Yeah, maybe in that way. But you've been coming here quite a few years already, so I mean, you are always buying good stuff. So I don't know if that's too typical.
Okay, but you do have a lot of let's say old timers. I mean, people of your own age who have been digging this 50s type of rock and roll for a long time. I don't think that they search for this kind of stuff. That they look more for rarities kind of stuff.
Well, yes and no. There's also a lot of guys who are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they are buying common stuff like, big names like Elvis and Beatles and the Ventures and the Shadows and so on. But also there's younger people who are 16, 15, up to the 20, and they are discovering also the big names. So I don't know. Maybe the guys who are in their 40s and 50s are digging the, collectible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You also sell records in different rock and roll gigs. Can you give a rough estimate on how your sales are divided between this shop selling at the gigs and internet?
I believe the mail order is maybe 25-30%. Shop is 40%, and sometimes the gigs are pretty much 25-30%. It depends of the gig and it depends of the month, but it's you could say roughly the shop is 40% and mail order through internet and the gigs are another 30% each.
Yeah, okay.
That's the rough. I think it's going to be that way, that it's in 3 parts soon, because the shop sales are going down, but the sales on internet is growing and the sales at the gigs are pretty much growing a little bit too. So I think the shop is losing it a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's international, because I've been talking with my friends all over who has shops in different parts of the world, and they keep saying the same.
Okay, yeah. Since this isn't really like a major label music, much of this stuff is released today on minor labels. How easy is it to find these records to sell?
It's pretty easy, because I've been into the rocking scene and in the music scenes since 1980s. So I know the guys who run the labels.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes, even if it's a new guys coming to the scene and releasing their releases, they many times they contact us and say, hey, we noticed that you carry a lot of stuff, you might be interested in our releases, and that's very nice. That.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not a problem. The problem is that I don't have much space left, and another problem that should have more people coming in. Getting good stuff, it's not a problem.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I was thinking that would be very difficult, because it's such a small time thing. But you do have a international net of these sellers. Okay, yeah, good. Do you get a lot of second-hand records come through the door, and do they sell well?
Yes, we can get a lot of records from the door. The big problem is that many times the condition is so bad that yes, I don't even want to take them. But sometimes it's good stuff coming in, and that's like that's the good part of this shop and running a shop, that you never know what's coming from the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they guys who come and sell this stuff? Do they usually make a trade, or do they just sell?
Yeah, sometimes it's people who want to give up music, and or someone wants to drink their records, and somebody are selling their parents' records who have passed away, and or wife is selling ex-husband's records or whatever. There's millions of stories.
Stories, okay, yeah.
Some of them are nice, some of them are not so nice.
Yeah. Did you see the movie? Was it High Fidelity?
Yes.
The woman was selling her household records.
That's a hilarious stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, how is it possible that there are 2 similar type of shops in Finland that has been carrying on for such a long time?
Are you talking about
Jungle Records?
Yeah, Jungle is big on the
West Coast.
West Coast, and they have a very big mail order, and they are very active at the shows.
Yeah.
I mean, we are friends with Jungle Records and Hakki, and and we've been doing a lot of business together during the years. And I think Finland has pretty big blues, rockabilly, instrumental surf scene that I think there's enough for two of us to share. I believe so.
Okay. I believe that's it for this time. So thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, bye.